Have you ever wondered why some people stay mentally sharp, full of energy, and active well into their 90s, while others seem to age faster and face constant health challenges? At Golden Minds, we believe the answer isn't always in pills or expensive treatments. Sometimes the secret to aging well is as simple as what's on your plate. What if the right fruit, yes, just one small daily habit, could protect your memory, keep your heart strong, and help your body fight off disease naturally? Today, we're revealing 5 powerful fruits every senior should be eating regularly after 60. These aren't exotic or hard to find. In fact, they might already be in your fridge. But the way they work inside your body, that's the miracle. From boosting brain health and circulation to reducing inflammation and improving digestion, each of these fruits delivers real benefits backed by science, not hype. And the best part? They're delicious, affordable, and easy to include in your daily routine. The first fruit on our list is so powerful, it's been called nature's memory pill. And the last fruit? Doctors say it's one of the most underestimated anti-aging tools we have. So grab a notepad or just sit back, because this could change how you eat forever. If you're new here, welcome to Golden Minds, where we help you live smarter, healthier, and longer. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell so you never miss a tip that could add years to your life. Let's begin. 1. Blueberries. The memory shield. Let's start with something small, but mighty. Blueberries. You've seen them in grocery stores, maybe even sprinkled them on pancakes or oatmeal once in a while. But what many don't realize is that these tiny berries carry a powerful secret. They have the remarkable ability to nourish your brain, protect your memory, and even delay age-related cognitive decline. This isn't just hype. There's a reason nutritionists often call them brain berries. Blueberries are packed with natural plant compounds called anthocyanins, a type of antioxidant that targets inflammation in the brain and shields your neurons from damage. These compounds don't just prevent problems, they actively enhance the communication between brain cells, allowing your mind to stay sharper, longer. And this matters because as we age, forgetfulness becomes more than an annoyance. It can feel frightening, frustrating, and even isolating. Names slip, dates blur, and sometimes even simple tasks take more effort than they used to. But here's the hopeful part. Small daily changes can make a meaningful difference. Take Eleanor, for example. She's 74, a retired librarian from Oregon. For years, she had a steel-trap memory, but recently she started noticing lapses, forgetting where she parked, misplacing her glasses, feeling mentally foggy in conversations. Her doctor ruled out serious issues but said something simple. Let's support your brain through food. That's when Eleanor began adding half a cup of blueberries to her breakfast every day. At first, she didn't expect much, but over the next few months, she noticed subtle shifts. Her focus sharpened, her mood lifted, and she even found herself finishing crossword puzzles faster. It wasn't magic, but it felt like her old self was coming back. Blueberries don't just preserve memory, they also support blood flow to the brain, reduce oxidative stress, and help maintain the delicate structures that keep thinking clear and emotions balanced. Studies from universities like Harvard and Tufts have shown that older adults who eat blueberries regularly perform better on memory and attention tests and have slower cognitive aging than those who don't. And the benefits go far beyond brain health. These berries are known to support heart function, aid in blood sugar regulation, and even promote smoother digestion. They're rich in vitamin C, vitamin K, and fiber, making them an all-around health booster without any side effects or pills involved. Even more encouraging, they're incredibly easy to include in your day. Toss a handful into your morning oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or eat them plain as a mid-morning snack. Frozen blueberries work just as well as fresh ones, and they're often more affordable and available year-round. At Golden Minds, we always say, it's not about drastic changes, but consistent care. Taking care of your mind is one of the most loving things you can do for yourself. And with something as simple as a daily serving of blueberries, you're not just feeding your body, you're protecting your memories, your stories, your identity. Because staying mentally sharp isn't just about avoiding disease, it's about staying connected to who you are and the life you've built, and that's worth every bite. Now that we've explored how to support the brain, let's talk about how to keep your blood flowing, your energy strong, and your heart youthful, all with the help of the next fruit on our list. 2. Pomegranates, the lifeblood booster. Now that we've talked about supporting your memory and protecting your mind, let's move to something just as essential, your circulation. Because here's the truth. A healthy brain can't function without a strong heart behind it, pumping fresh, oxygen-rich blood to every cell. And when it comes to improving blood flow and keeping the heart young, few fruits are as powerful as the pomegranate. Yes, that ruby-red fruit filled with juicy seeds you might remember from childhood. Maybe you haven't eaten one in years, or maybe you've never really given it much thought. But inside every pomegranate are hundreds of seeds rich in polyphenols, natural plant compounds that help your blood vessels stay open, flexible, and flowing smoothly. That's not just good for your heart, it's good for your entire body. As we age, our arteries can stiffen, making it harder for the heart to deliver oxygen where it's needed. This can lead to fatigue, slower healing, cold hands and feet, even memory lapses. But the antioxidants in pomegranates help combat that. They relax blood vessels, lower inflammation, and help reduce blood pressure, naturally and without side effects. Let me tell you about George, a 77-year-old grandfather from New Mexico. After a minor stroke, he was determined to turn things around. Along with exercise and reducing salt, his doctor suggested incorporating antioxidant-rich foods. George decided to try drinking a small glass of unsweetened pomegranate juice every morning. Within a few months, not only did his blood pressure stabilize, but he felt more alert, had more stamina during walks, and even said his knees weren't as stiff as they used to be. Was it all thanks to pomegranates? Of course not, but they became a small, meaningful part of his routine and his renewed health. Beyond improving circulation, pomegranates are known for their anti-aging properties. They help neutralize free radicals, those unstable molecules that damage cells over time and contribute to everything from wrinkles to joint pain to chronic illness. Pomegranates go deep, working at the cellular level to slow down that internal wear and tear. And here's something many people don't realize. Pomegranates are also excellent for your immune system. They're packed with vitamin C, which plays a crucial role in defending your body from colds, viruses, and inflammation. For older adults whose immune defenses may not be what they once were, this can make a big difference in staying well through the seasons. Worried they're hard to eat? Don't be. You can enjoy the fresh seeds, called arils, over yogurt, salads, or even in a bowl by themselves. Or, if that's too much hassle, go for 100% pomegranate juice. Just make sure there's no added sugar. At Golden Minds, we believe every small step matters. Adding just a few ounces of pomegranate to your day can be a quiet act of self-care with powerful, lasting results. Your heart has been beating for decades, faithfully and tirelessly. It deserves a little help now and then. And pomegranates are one of the sweetest, simplest ways to return the favor. Next, let's look at a fruit that not only protects your cells, but also helps fight the aging process from the inside out, while tasting absolutely delicious. 3. Red grapes, the cell protector. We've supported the brain, we've energized the heart. Now let's talk about something even more foundational, your cells. Every part of your body, from your skin to your immune system to your energy levels, depends on healthy, well-protected cells. And one fruit stands out as a gentle but powerful defender. Red grapes. They may look simple, a bunch of grapes at the store, easily overlooked, but inside their deep red skin lies a compound that's become a favorite among longevity researchers, resveratrol. It's a natural antioxidant that helps protect your cells from premature aging, reduces inflammation, and even supports your blood vessels at the microscopic level. In other words, red grapes don't just taste good. They're working behind the scenes, keeping your body younger from the inside out. Let me share the story of Marilyn, a 79-year-old former school teacher from Virginia. For years, she felt like her energy was draining faster than it used to. She wasn't ill, but she just didn't feel quite right, tired more often, skin dull, and her joints not as flexible. Her niece, a nutritionist, gently suggested a few changes to her diet, one of which was adding a handful of red grapes each afternoon as a snack. Marilyn gave it a try. No drastic diets, no supplements, just something small and sweet to enjoy with her tea. After a few months, she noticed that her skin looked brighter, her knees felt less stiff, and, perhaps most surprising, she wasn't crashing with fatigue by 3 p.m. anymore. She didn't feel like a different person. She just felt more like herself again. That's the quiet power of red grapes. Beyond their effect on energy and skin, resveratrol has also been shown to help prevent blood clots, lower LDL, bad cholesterol, and improve insulin sensitivity. This means grapes can be especially helpful for older adults managing conditions like high cholesterol, high blood sugar, or poor circulation. And here's another lesser-known benefit. Resveratrol may help protect your brain as well. Studies suggest it can reduce the buildup of plaque associated with cognitive decline and Alzheimer's. Combined with the support from blueberries and pomegranates, this creates a powerful trifecta for keeping your mind clear and active. Plus, red grapes are incredibly easy to include in your day. You can eat them fresh, freeze them for a refreshing treat in summer, or add them to salads for a burst of natural sweetness. Just be sure to choose red or black grapes, not green ones, as the darker varieties contain significantly higher levels of resveratrol and anthocyanins. If you're someone who enjoys a glass of red wine, here's a fun fact. The same compound that makes wine heart-healthy comes from the skin of red grapes. But you don't need alcohol to reap the rewards. Just the fruit itself will do beautifully. At Golden Minds, we always remind our community, aging isn't something to fear, it's something to honor. And small, thoughtful choices like enjoying red grapes regularly can help you stay vibrant, steady, and resilient through every stage of life. Coming up next is a fruit that may be small and fuzzy on the outside, but inside it holds the key to better digestion, stronger immunity, and more restful sleep. 3 things that matter more than ever after 60. Let's take a closer look. 4. Kiwis, the gut and immunity guardian. We've talked about memory, circulation, and even protecting your cells from the inside out. But there's something else that often gets overlooked in later life: your gut health. And when your digestion is off, everything else feels harder. Your energy drops, your immune system weakens, and even your sleep gets disrupted. That's why the next fruit on our list is such a quiet hero: the kiwi. Now, you might not think much of this fuzzy green fruit at first glance, but inside it's packed with vitamins, enzymes, and fiber that support some of your body's most important systems: your digestion, your immunity, and even your mood. Kiwis are rich in vitamin C. In fact, just one contains more vitamin C than an orange. This makes them a fantastic daily ally in keeping your immune system strong, especially during cold and flu season. For older adults who tend to have a more vulnerable immune response, this can make a real difference in avoiding infections and bouncing back faster when illness does strike. But what really makes kiwi stand out is an enzyme called actinidin. It's a natural digestive aid that helps break down proteins and promotes smoother, more comfortable digestion. That means less bloating, less heaviness after meals, and better nutrient absorption. For seniors dealing with a slower metabolism or sensitive stomachs, this can be a game changer. Richard, an 81-year-old retired farmer from Michigan, shared his story with us. He'd been dealing with digestion issues for years: frequent bloating, discomfort after meals, and a general sense of sluggishness. Medications didn't help much, and he wasn't keen on trying another pill. Then his neighbor told him about kiwi fruit. Skeptical but open-minded, Richard started eating 1 kiwi every evening after dinner. Within a few weeks, he noticed a difference. Meals felt lighter, the bloating went away, his sleep even improved, something he didn't expect. "I didn't think a fruit could do all that," he said with a chuckle, "but now I don't go a day without it." Kiwis also contain soluble fiber, which feeds the good bacteria in your gut. And as research shows, a healthy gut isn't just about digestion. It's linked to better brain health, emotional balance, and even inflammation control throughout the body. That's right. Your gut and your mood are deeply connected. And here's a fun bonus. Kiwis are naturally high in serotonin, the same chemical in your brain that helps regulate sleep. So if you've been struggling to fall asleep or wake feeling unrested, adding a kiwi to your evening routine might offer some gentle support. They're easy to enjoy too. Just scoop them out with a spoon, slice them into salads, or blend into a smoothie. You don't need much. Just one kiwi a day can bring noticeable benefits, especially when combined with the other fruits we've shared so far. At Golden Minds, we believe in supporting your body with real food. Simple, nourishing choices that don't just manage symptoms, but help you feel more alive. And while kiwi helps your gut and immunity thrive, the final fruit in our journey today plays a quiet but mighty role in fighting inflammation, balancing blood sugar, and protecting your heart and joints. It's a household staple, yet its power is often underestimated. Let's talk about it next. 5. Apples, the gentle anti-inflammatory. Now that we've supported your gut, your digestion, and even your sleep with kiwi, let's round out this journey with a fruit that's been sitting quietly in your fruit bowl all along. The humble apple. It's easy to overlook. Apples don't have a flashy appearance or exotic name, but what they lack in glamour, they make up for in substance. This everyday fruit is one of the most powerful and consistent allies in fighting inflammation, balancing blood sugar, and supporting heart health, especially in later years. You've probably heard the old saying, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away." And while it might sound like a childhood rhyme, science tells us there's real truth behind it. Apples are loaded with pectin, a type of soluble fiber that gently slows digestion and helps stabilize blood sugar levels. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at processing sugars, which can increase the risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. But by eating apples regularly, you help your body maintain steady energy without the crashes or cravings that often come with processed snacks. Even more important is their role in reducing chronic inflammation, the silent force behind many age-related conditions like arthritis, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. Apples contain polyphenols, natural compounds that act like tiny firefighters inside your body, calming the internal stress that builds up over time. Let me introduce you to Diane, an 82-year-old grandmother from Minnesota. She'd always lived an active life, gardening, volunteering, and walking with her friends every morning. But over the past year, her knees began aching more than usual, and she found herself waking up stiff and slow to move. Her doctor prescribed anti-inflammatories, but Diane wanted to try something gentler first. One of her friends recommended a daily apple, not just any apple, but one with the peel on, since that's where much of the fiber and antioxidants are concentrated. Diane started eating one apple every afternoon, usually with a few almonds or a bit of peanut butter. Over time, the difference was subtle but clear. She didn't wake up with the same stiffness. Her energy felt more consistent throughout the day. And most surprising to her, her digestion also improved. "I didn't expect an apple to do all that," she smiled, "but it's the one thing I make sure I never skip." What makes apples so special is how accessible and versatile they are. You don't need a blender or fancy preparation. You can eat one on the go, slice it into oatmeal, or pair it with a bit of cheese for a satisfying snack. And with so many varieties, sweet, tart, crisp, there's something for every taste. They also nourish your gut microbiome, feeding the good bacteria that support immune health, mood balance, and even mental clarity. That's the magic of whole foods. Everything is connected. At Golden Minds, we often remind our viewers that longevity isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. And apples, simple, reliable, and quietly powerful, do just that. So as we wrap up this journey through 5 life-enhancing fruits, remember, it's not about perfection. It's about small, thoughtful choices, day by day, that keep you strong, steady, and beautifully you. But before we close, let's reflect on what we've learned and how you can make these delicious habits part of your daily routine. Absolutely. Below is a 300-word conclusion that warmly wraps up your video, reflects on the key lessons, and encourages viewer action. It's written in a compassionate, uplifting tone, tailored to your senior audience and your YouTube channel Golden Minds. So, what have we really uncovered today? We've explored 5 incredible fruits, each with its own quiet strength, each offering your body something essential. From the brain-boosting power of blueberries, to the circulation-supporting magic of pomegranates, the cell-protecting strength of red grapes, the digestive and immune support from kiwis, and the inflammation-fighting comfort of apples. These are more than just snacks. They're everyday tools for living better, longer, and stronger. And the best part? You don't need to overhaul your entire diet. You don't need to spend a fortune. You just need to start small, simple, and steady, because consistency is what builds real change over time. At Golden Minds, we believe aging should never feel like a decline. It should feel like an evolution. And every thoughtful choice you make, whether it's choosing an apple over a cookie or adding blueberries to your breakfast, is a step toward vitality, independence, and joy. So ask yourself, which fruit will you add first? We'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments below which of these fruits you're most excited to try, or tell us about one that's already helped you feel your best. If this video inspired you, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a new tip from Golden Minds. You deserve to feel strong, focused, and full of life at every age. Thanks for being here. Until next time, stay well, stay curious, and stay golden.